BOBCAT, how are you?
I'm living that dream. Now, dusting, is that an actual increment?
It is an increment. Would somebody turn his mic on for him?
No, I don't need a mic. I'm one of the few entertainers that, you don't need a mic.
There we
go. Thanks a lot.
What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a long time.
All
You're
right.
looking good.
Thanks, I feel good. Well, let's cut to the chase. I did lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, I suppose you have.
Yeah. I just get tired of people staring at me.
I didn't stare at you.
I know. So many negative things are said about heroin. Never the positive things. I'm less moody. I hope you notice.
You were never moody with me. You were always nice to me.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
Very
Well,
nice.
good morning. And we've kept our tradition of getting along famously going. Now, you don't even know how bad you stuck your foot in your mouth when we were just talking a minute ago.
What are you talking about?
Recap the conversation we had.
I said, I haven't seen you in a long time.
All right, before that, off the air.
Off the air, I said, well, how you doing?
No, what else did you talk to me about?
Oh, Nikki Cox.
Yeah, what did you say?
I said you worked with her before she got her breast reduction.
Stuff along those lines.
So?
Oh, not that I expect you to know my every waking mood, but that's my fiance.
That's all right. I'm a lot bigger than you. I can say that to you.
No, but it's kind of funny watching you hang yourself.
Well, no, like you never have.
Oh, I always hang myself. I was enjoying it. It
What's
kept
wrong?
going on and on and on.
Did you talk her into it? Oh, wait a minute. We got to get Sybil on the air.
All right, get Sybil on the air.
Jesus. See, now, thanks a lot for coming in late.
I do owe you an apology. I'm sorry about
Well, I owe you an apology, too, I guess. You got a great fiance, though.
that. Very, very lovely
How in
lady.
the hell did you ever get engaged to her?
I am fully aware of the fact that I'm the Lyle Lovett in this relationship.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, that's all I want to know.
Poor
Well, she does?
Sybil's probably waiting here.
Oh, yeah, Sybil.
More fun. Y'all are
Sybil.
having. Why can't I be there with you? You sound like you're having a great time.
Sybil, I just, and it wasn't an insult. I just said that
I didn't hear an insult.
No.
You know who Nikki
you
Cox
insult me
is?
and I don't even
no,
realize
no,
it?
no, not
No.
you, Sybil. Sybil Shepherd, our special guest, BOBCAT goes, wait. Sybil, here's the deal. You know Nikki
Hi,
Cox.
BOBCAT.
Hi, how you doing?
Fun.
Good morning.
Oh,
Now,
Good morning.
I was supposed to be doing another interview, and I showed up late. So
Okay, honey.
they're trying to
Okay.
combine our interviews.
Okay, now it's my turn. Okay,
No,
thank you.
here's see. This
He's
is how,
gonna
this,
interview
this is
you.
how you lose. I'm doing your interview now. I'm interviewing you.
Cool.
All right. Now your new book, Civil Disobedience, which is available now, and it's out by who's your publisher? HarperCollins.
HarperCollins.
I met your daughter, and she probably was much younger than she is now. Clementine?
That's right. Yeah, she's gonna be married soon.
Oh, mother of pearl. All right. Now I do feel old. But she was probably like 10 or 11 at the time, and she asked for my autograph.
Yeah.
And I was very shocked, actually. Look, I'm a JV celebrity. I'm a junior varsity celebrity. You're traveling bigger circles than me. Do you know what I mean? It was like her asking for like a monkey wrangler's autograph or something.
No. Why put yourself down?
Well, I don't put myself down. I just know in the pecking order show business, I'm somewhere between Scott Baio and Pauly Shore or something. I don't have any delusions about where I fit in. I just thought that was very endearing that your daughter asked for my autograph. I'm sure now that she's an adult woman, it's one of her prized possessions. Let's talk more about your book, though. And get off about me. Now, your PR firm actually gave a bunch of questions that we could kind of lead with, which I always find annoying when I do interviews. Don't you? I saw you
I
on.
don't care.
I saw
Ask
you.
me whatever you want.
I saw you on Larry King last night.
Oh yeah.
You do not like the cut of my jib, do you, Sybil? This is painful. You're trying to promote your book.
No, I love I always have a great time with Larry King. I mean, I've had the best time I've ever had promoting this book, actually.
Really? How is Larry
Yeah,
doing?
I really have. I got to eat pickled pig's feet on Rosie yesterday, and Larry King is always a great interview. Because
You mean on the program, not actually on
the
Rosie.
program.
Rosie's not using herself as a buffet now, as trying to get some ratings.
She had her bucket to heave in when she saw me eating
Really?
those pickled pig's feet out of that jar.
You know what? That's the name of my album, A Bucket to Heave In. So, your book. Here's the question. It's like, it's a pretty racy book, correct?
Sure enough.
Sure enough. Or do you feel like there was stuff that you held back?
I've had a lot of fun. Actually, it's also a very serious book. The disobedience in the title, my first way I had to be disobedient was really about sex, and I had to lie about it because of the time that I grew up in. No one ever talked about sex. Women's pleasure was never talked about. We weren't supposed to do it till we were married, and when we did it, we weren't supposed to enjoy it. And last of all, and the worst thing, we weren't supposed to talk about it. Well, if you can't talk about it, you can really get yourself into a lot of trouble. And I think that's what this book is. I had to tell the truth so you could understand where I've come from. And it's a how not to book. There's no question about that.
Is it? I haven't had a chance to read it before my interview. I feel so underprepared. But how do you feel that it's a how not to? I mean, do you regret any of this stuff?
Oh, yes.
Hey, look at if
Absolutely.
I banged Elvis, I'd be all over that. I would tell everybody. I wouldn't I wouldn't be embarrassed of that. I think that's an achievement.
You know, it's interesting. I found out like 20 years later that there were actually 2 other women there, maybe even on the same floor at the Hilton in Las Vegas, that he was kind of sandwiching me in between. And, you know, it was interesting. I didn't really understand Elvis till many years later as I began to, you know, read more about really what he was going through. Because he wasn't a big talker.
I don't think he really had to. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think...
you're the king of rock and roll. It's not like you have to have an icebreaker. Do you know what I mean? It's like, now, I did the Larry King show, but I did it right after he had the new heart done. Serious. And, I'd get him laughing sometimes, but then he'd wince in pain. And I'm like going, well, do I keep cracking jokes or do I kill Larry? I felt kind of weird.
No, tell me honest to God, you didn't like shtup Charles Grodin too, did you? I mean,
you haven't read the book, huh?
Well, I can't read the book because Bobcat's got it. So you did?
Well, you know what happened was when I was doing the film, I couldn't believe Elaine May had cast him.
You are
because he was
unbelievable.
I didn't think he was funny, and I didn't think he was attractive, and he was wearing a toupee, and I'd never actually met anybody who had a toupee on. And one of the things I was supposed to do was play with his hair. In the script, it said, now you play, you know, my character plays with his hair. And I started to reach up. He said, don't touch it. I said, why not? He said, it's a rug. What do you mean a rug? He said, it's a toupee. I said, no way. You're kidding. You've got to be kidding. He said, no, actually it is. It didn't endear him to me or me to him. But I would find him funny and very attractive at 5 or 6 years later and having a very nice time with him.
So you
Brief,
did?
but fun.
Is there anybody that you did a movie with that you didn't?
Now,
read
actually,
the book.
as far
I'm
as my
guessing Eddie
co-stars
Albert.
go, I think the only person that I ever had an affair with while we were working was Jeff Bridges, who's still a very good friend, and I adore
like him.
Are you stacked up right now? Do you have to do a bunch more of these interviews?
I'm definitely stacked.
All right.
Oh, man. Do you have to go, Sybil?
I have to go so bad.
No. I don't mean that way. I mean, do you have to move on to another interview?
You want to get rid of me?
No, absolutely not.
I'm going to have to run, y'all. Take it easy. Good luck.
Oh,
good luck, Bob.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Sybil.
Bobcat. Y'all
Bye,
take
Sybil.
it easy.
All
Take
right,
it easy.
thanks.
Sybil Shepherd, I knew she'd have to go pretty soon because she's doing this interview. What's the name of the book? Sybil Disobedience?
Sybil Disobedient. And I didn't even get into, I can't believe I was a gentleman. Because, you look at the thing that the press, ask her about her threesome with a stuntman,
You got to go now, too. Oh, he doesn't have to leave? I thought they said he had to leave at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I want to go to a show with less ratings. Let's see if we can work that out. That'd really make my morning even better.
All right, well, if you can stay, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the AM station now.
Yeah, get that.
I'm gonna go see if I can play some polka hits and farm reports.
Can we take your limo?
Go right ahead.
Oh, did you meet Philip yet?
No, I've been taking his things though.
He's busy. Won't let me look at the pictures.
Go ahead, look at
Sybil.
Sybil's pictures.
No, so you said you used to date one of Sybil's friends.
Not why I wanted to ask her something, but this brother just took over, man.
You wanted to talk to Sybil?
Just diss me every way.
Oh, look at you gonna talk to her.
It's like them white boys. Just come on in and just diss, bro.
Hey, all right. I hear you.
No,
Kill
now he's
Whitey.
turning
Kill
red.
Whitey.
Hey, look at him. Look at him.
Kill Whitey. All
Where
right.
you from, man?
Suddenly I'm the man.
Where you from, man?
Where am I from?
Where you from?
Cape Town. I've been keeping the man.
Oh.
I've been keeping the black man down.
Hey, Cape Town, and he blind.
That's right.
He's from Cape Town.
Zig Heil,
Sing
baby.
me a song, man.
Zig Heil.
Ooh, you almost went with it. Zig Mo Faggy. I heard that.
I'm gonna get shot before I get out of here.
Now, let me ask you, you've been doing a lot of television.
All right.
Well, no.
I'll back you up.
Well, no, you have, though. I see you on TV all the time.
What, politically incorrect and
Yeah.
the squares?
Yeah, all the time. And you're doing, like I said, I saw you on the list. Now, you had your legs. You were sitting on your legs with a cowboy hat on in that show.
Yeah, on the list. I don't know which list it was.
You
I was
looked
on.
like you were really uncomfortable.
Well, it's was that the one with Jane Seymour?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. The whole time I was just staring at her going, she's got like a midget head on a normal body. That was all I was thinking about.
She does?
Yeah, she's got like this, she's got this Vern Troyer, Joe C. head stuck on her spindly body. And the whole time I'm like going, say it. No, don't say it. Say it. Yeah. So yeah, I was really uncomfortable. I don't know how to explain it. I got fired from the Hollywood Squares, and then I mentioned that I got fired, and then they called me up and told me I wasn't fired, but just don't come back.
Why'd they fire you from the Hollywood Squares?
I
Whoopi
don't know.
Goldberg doesn't like you?
No, what? Yeah. Well, she is a producer, but it wasn't like I was called down to her office.
Well, yeah,
and she
I know.
said, "I want you to go clear out your box. Don't steal Bruce Valanche's staplers this time. We're gonna watch you."
Why'd
No,
they fire you?
I don't know. It's like, you know what? It's like having sex with an ugly person, and then in the middle of it, they stop and they go, "You gotta go." You know what I mean? Getting fired from the Squares. It's like, I'm only here because it's the best I could do, and you're telling me to leave? Why? Because people wouldn't call on me. I'd sit there all day. I got yelled at for screaming at the contestants one day because I did 5 shows. I didn't get called on once. It's like, I'll take Judd Nelson. And I go, it's tic-tac-toe. I'm next. You got to call on me, you know.
It's my turn.
And they go, cut. And then I go, don't curse at the contestants. I go, I don't even know why I bring a change of clothes. All
Great
right.
job with the Sybil Shepherd interview.
Thanks. That's some hard-hitting journalism.
You just did a wonderful job, and thank you for spending all this time. It was great to see you, as always, sir.
All right, cool, man.
Vice President Dick Cheney recently had a pacemaker put into his chest. It's supposed to make his heart work better. We were just wondering if it works, no matter what the circumstances.
Send Dickie Cheney in here.
Yes, Mr. President.
Damn, I just can't get to the next level of Lara Croft Tomb Raider on my new Game Boy Advance.
You wanted to see me, Mr. President?
Come on in. Sit down, Dickie. How you feeling?
Oh,
Damn it, now I gotta start this game over.
heart.
I almost got the gun upgrade.
Pain.
Hey, check this out.
Can't.
Die, you Hey, did you see that? His head exploded. What the hell's the matter with you, Dickie? You okay?
I don't know, Mr. President. I was fine just a minute ago.
You gonna make it, Hoss?
Yes, I feel a little better now.
Good. Now, tell me about some foreign relations stuff.
Well, Mr. President. No, not good. Heart.
Dickie, you sure you got that
Going
hurt thing of
to
yours taken care of?
explode.
Dickie,
Come on.
Dickie, I'm
Come on.
talking to you. I am the president. Answer me for Lord's sake.
Yeah.
Damn it, I blew it again.
Feel
This
left
game's
arm.
tough. How do you get past this guy? It's like freaking impossible.
I don't know what it is, sir. It seems every time you start playing with your electronic toy, my heart hurts.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, that's it, sir.
So damn, every time I try to get to the next level of Lara Croft Tomb Raider, you have yourself a dang fit.
Not good.
Cheney.
Starting to lose consciousness.
It's kind of neat.
Kind of neat, Mr. President.
Nah, I wonder if we can kidnap all our enemies while they're sleeping and implant whatever you got in your chest into their chest. That might be good for us. Are you sure it's the Game Boy doing it? Let's make sure.
Shut up.
Damn, that's so cool.
Boy, oh boy, have I done some stupid things. Getting rid of Brad Johnson, drafting Demetrius Underwood, that sleepover at Red McComb's house. Well, things went a little too far. I wish I was a genius. I'd give anything to be a genius. Anything.
Fat boy. I mean Denny Green.
Huh? What? Who's that?
It's me, Denny, the devil.
The white man?
No, numbskull, the real devil, as in hell.
The devil? What do you want with me?
I overheard you say you'd give anything to be a genius.
You want me to sell you my soul?
Your soul? What soul? The only black person on Earth with less soul than you is Al Roker. What I want from you is sacrifice.
Like what?
Well, first of all, if I make you a genius on the football field, you will say really stupid things off the field.
Hey, nobody can be stupid. Like I'm stupid when I'm stupid.
By Jove, I think you got it.
What else?
Also, if you're going to be a genius, you must suffer from poopy butt.
What?
Poopy butt, I say.
No. Anything but poopy butt.
Yes, poopy underwear for the rest of your natural life.
But I don't have poopy drawers. Oh, maybe a bacon strip now and then, but...
Don't try to snow the snowman. Your BVDs get plenty rough.
Okay. I'll do it. Make me a genius.
First, give me a little down payment.
Okay, here goes. Hey, help me out here, Lucifer. Why don't you pull my finger?
All right. That's gonna itch like a bastard when it dries.
Skull Vikes.
I just love to feed the ducks at the park, but lately I've been suffering from hemorrhoidal itch. I bought some cream, but the directions weren't clear where to put it.
Asscrack!
Just the other day, my boyfriend said that our sex life was getting a little dull. He kept mentioning something about the back door. I wonder what he was talking about.
Asscrack!
After my 12-year marriage failed, I finally decided I'm ready to embrace my feelings for other men. But I'm inexperienced. I'm not sure what gay men want.
Asscrack!
So remember, if you think taking advice from a duck makes sense, you deserve everything that's coming to you.
Special guest this morning, Joan Rivers. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How are you today?
I am up and running.
So that's good.
That's very good.
I would think that'd be good anyway.
I sure hope it is, because I got my little tennies on.
I'm glad. Well, there you have it. Now, don't get me wrong. You're a very well-dressed, very attractive woman, but what makes you an expert on fashion?
I guess because my show took off and because I'm the only one that probably tells the truth. And my daughter and I were the first ones to say, wait a second, she doesn't look so great, but he looks good. You know, so we just ended up telling the truth, and the fashion, the pre-shows are always highly rated, and now the fashion reviews are what people watch. And I'm thrilled. Also, I come out of fashion. My first job was at Lord & Taylor in New York doing windows.
Oh, really?
And then everyone forgets I design jewelry. I've been doing that for 10 years. I don't know what makes anybody a fashion expert.
Well, I mean...
What makes me a fashion expert more than your news girl? So it's just a question of who has taste and who they listen to.
Well, I suppose you're right. As a comedian, comedians generally don't dress as well as you do.
Yeah, but from the beginning, I think I changed that a little bit. When I came into the picture, which was the early 60s, middle 60s, I was single. I wanted to look good. So I never went on the stage like Phyllis Diller would, who was a generation before me, looking like a clown. I went on hoping a guy would say, you know, she's cute.
So you're saying basically that all comedians are dumpy broads. Is that the idea?
No, I'm saying that there was a time when if you were funny, you couldn't be attractive. Now it's very changed.
Is it? Who else is attractive in
Who
comedy?
cares?
Yeah, see, you lied to me, didn't you? You lied, and I knew it. You made that story up.
No. I don't know because I don't watch sitcoms. But every little comedian on a sitcom is usually attractive. Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay, before we get back to fashion, I have another question. And it's a very serious and important question. Can a Gentile be funny?
Well, no, because I'm thinking of Jay Leno.
No, I agree with you.
You and Jay aren't getting along?
No, I just don't find him funny. I don't watch him.
No, I don't either. I agree with you on that.
I don't watch him. I just, but everybody has different... Look, thank God there's room for everybody. Bill Cosby years ago said to me, if you got 1/8 or 1% of the American public into stadiums, you'd be working for the rest of your life.
That's true.
You don't worry. You just figure those that think I'm funny, watch, and those that don't think you're funny, don't watch. Who cares? I mean, you're there to entertain.
So you're saying basically that blacks and Jews can be funny, but not Gentiles.
And sometimes we'll put an Italian in the mix.
Nah, they're
but
better.
let him just sing. Let him be the opening singer.
Yeah, better
Let's go for
crooners.
every stereotype.
How about if Italians be funny while they juggle?
No, jugglers are definitely like Ukrainians.
Oh, they are now. You're right.
You never meet a juggler who's Italian.
You're right about. Well, not anymore. They used to be.
Unless they're juggling women's asses. I mean, those guys are not into juggles.
That is very true, by the way. Can we talk both female and male fashion?
We can do anything you want.
Because, Joan, to tell you the truth, most guys dress horribly, don't they?
Yeah, I think nowadays men really don't look great. I think the young boys, God, those big baggy things, and I just don't find it a charming look. I don't think it's a cute look. But again, that makes them happy.
Yeah, I suppose
and
that's
the real
true.
men at the Academy Awards, a lot of them, Russell Crowe in that frock coat. What was that?
I liked it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, I just like him so much. It didn't matter.
Have you smelt him?
He smells?
Oh. I mean, this is definitely a band moment. He's like...
He stinks?
I don't know if he stinks, but he certainly smells a lot, I think.
Well...
The man has got such an ego. He asked himself for his autograph. I mean, I don't like... You like him. In The Gladiator, I was rooting for the Lions. Go! I just don't like it. I just think he's such an idiot. To flip off a kid who's asking you for an autograph, that you're over in my book forever.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it would take, a second to spit at the kid?
Yeah, exactly.
That was a Jew, by the way, that said that. I want you to know it was not a Gentile.
Of course, a Jew makes the joke.
You're absolutely right.
Are there
There's no
female stars that hate you?
I don't know, and I don't care. Truly.
Okay, so basically what we've learned today from Joan Rivers is that Gentiles can't be funny,
Right.
and all men who dress well are gay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what
and
you. Yeah.
I think of the Academy Awards as the gay Super Bowl. I tell you, the only night in the year
You're
the gay
right.
bars are empty. You can hear a pin drop in the S&M club.
That is true, isn't it?
Absolutely. I love the Academy. I love all that.
Next year, I'm going to ask my wife if she wants to watch the gay Super Bowl. Now, gay men must get angry if you say they dress horribly. They must get very angry with you.
Gay men, no, I've never had any problems with gay men because they tell the truth.
Really?
And you know who looks good. They come at you, and you know in 1 second. Some of them, Sharon Stone has such great style. Julia Roberts has such great style. Minnie Driver is a joy and a pleasure when she walks over you. Sigourney Weaver looks, great.
How about
Joan
J-Lo?
Allen.
How about J-Lo? You like her?
I think she's fabulous.
Really?
Fabulous. And she wears clothes like nobody.
Who didn't you like, Joan?
This year, who didn't I like? I thought that Ashley Judd looked like an ass. With that, it's like someone said to this girl from a trailer park, "Here's some diamonds. I'm going to put them all on." Instead of a choice, she had stuff on her head and stuff on her neck. I mean, she was like ridiculous. I didn't think she looked good. I thought Courtney Love looked ridiculous, but I love her for looking. See, that's the difference, because she plays the game.
Could you do your fabulous Southern accent again?
Which one?
The one you just did. I'm going to put them on.
I'm going to put them all on.
That's a hell
Every
of a
one of these, Mama.
Now, who are the men that look good at the Oscars?
I thought Ed Harris looked wonderful.
I love Ed Harris.
He looked just snappy. I thought Tom Hanks looked terrific. Benjamin Bratt looked so cool and great.
Right.
And then, some of them come through looking like fools.
And like, who would that be?
Well, Russell Crowe, that dress that you guys liked.
I didn't like it. Terry liked it.
Stupid, frock coat.
Well, how much can you do as a man? I mean, there isn't a lot you can do with the Oscars.
No, but a man, don't you think truly they look so great when they come out in that they look like Cary Grants. They come out in that classic tuxedo. You'll see a Pierce Brosnan, and you'll see these men that just walk through, and you go, oh, yeah, right. Okay. They just look so damn good.
You're right. One final question, if it's okay?
Yeah.
Any celebrities have B.O. at the Oscars?
Well, we're back to Russell Crowe.
Oh, thank you, Joan.
I thought he had passed win. No.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Joan Rivers. Jesus Christ.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the Ordway Theater this fall, The Wizard of Oz, direct from Broadway, the musical for the ages, The Wizard of Oz, starring Mickey Rooney as the Mighty Wizard, Nell Carter as Dorothy, and hot on the heels of his blockbuster acting performance on The Young and the Restless, Governor Jesse Ventura as the Scarecrow.
I ain't got time for brains.
Well, what would you do with a brain if you had one?
I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel any riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the thoughts you'd be thinking, you could be another Lincoln if you only had a brain.
Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be a nothing, my head all full of stuffing, my heart full of pain. I would dance and be merry, life would be a dingleberry if I only had a brain. I ain't got time for brains. Whoa, I fell down.
Going so soon? I wouldn't hear of it. Why, my little party's just beginning.
You know what? I'm gonna help kick the Wicked Witch's ass. Oh, flying monkeys.
Coming to the Ordway this fall, The Wizard of Oz.
Except there ain't no Navy SEALs in it, though.
Given the smashing success of reality television, we thought we'd take a look at where reality TV is headed.
CBS is proud to announce their latest reality-based television show. It's Porno Island, where we take a bunch of average working people and mix in today's hottest porn stars to see how high the ratings can go. In our first episode, see Toledo construction worker Bill Jones and Christy Canyon try to round up firewood.
Hey, Christy, you ever round up wood before?
I love wood.
How did this wood hunting experience turn out on Porno Island?
Oh, yeah.
Now that's reality, and that's ratings.
Oh.
CBS executives call Porno Island the next obvious step in reality-based television, but are quick to point out this isn't about gratuitous sex just to get ratings. So tune in to see housewife Cynthia Olson of Madison, Wisconsin compete in a water survival game with Johnny Wad.
So hot-looking Cynthia, tell me, do you like playing games that get you wet?
Why, Johnny, I love it wet.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to CBS, it's Porno Island. Remember, this show is not about sex. It's a real look at how ordinary people like yourself would react to being stranded on an island with today's hottest porn stars. Also, new on CBS this spring, look for Jumping for Dollars, where we take busty, homeless women in tube tops and have them jump up and down for money.
Can I have the money now?
Just a little higher.
Again, this is not about sex. It's about caring for the less fortunate.
Oh, I want you to bake my cookies.
Hey, man, you ready to partay? Hell yeah! God, that was a long winter, but you gotta love being a mosquito in Minnesota. Talk about the mother load. Now don't go buying any green bananas. We got only 2 weeks and 1 million eggs to lay. Not a problem, my disease-carrying compadre. What do you say we get started with that dork Jesse Ventura? No way. The last thing we need is a bunch of retarded mosquito larvae. Besides, with the way he shakes, we'll be lucky to get a stinger in. Right. We're better off going for BOBCAT. Homo. Exactly. Shoot for his rear end, and there's no way he'll swat you away. In fact, he'll probably let you come back for seconds. Gross. Hey, speaking of pussy boys, I wonder if Wellstone's in town. Why? I think it'd be a gas to give him a good bite, and then listen to him bawl like a little schoolgirl. Yeah, we might even get protected species status. How about Mayor Soupy Sales Belton? Good luck trying to find her. Hey, you know, we could take everybody out to Winter Park and feast on that fat turd Denny Green. What do you say? One stop, party till you puke. Sorry, I'm trying to watch my cholesterol. Whoa, man, get ready. The Twins game is over. Here she comes. Do you see her? Oh, yeah, at 3 o'clock. Doug Mankiewicz's wife. Major League Yabos. You go right, I'll go left. Let's chow and how.
Ladies and gentlemen, our pleasure to have Tommy Chong in studio this morning with us here at KQRS. Tommy, I have to lead off with some bad news. This just came over the wire. There is no legal exception for people to use marijuana to ease their pain from illnesses. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled yesterday.
Yeah, I read that.
Oh, you already read the story?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they had to do that because of the economy.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, the economy in the 90s was fueled by the fact that, people were making tons of money off this plant that grows, weed, It sells for $400 an ounce.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, $400 an ounce for a weed. And
think about that.
And there's a few million people smoking, and it's not taxable. So it's really money that's growing, so you grow your own money.
Right.
And so if they were to legalize it at all, that'd be the end of that little cash cow,
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. When I first, not that I ever did, but had I ever had a joint in my life, it was like $10 a lid.
Yeah, I know.
It's $10.
It used to be $10. You could buy a kilo for $20.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it was that cheap Mexican stuff, like the seeds and stems. and some other stuff that looked like weed, you know.
All that stuff. Hey, I'm looking at the Chong thong right now.
Oh.
That's up on, and Bryce brought it up on the autograph for $35.
Yeah, we sell them like crazy.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. We sell a lot of incense burners, you know. They look an awful lot like a bong, but they're incense burners. Is badass weed. That's what it is.
It's badass weed.
But did you notice in the story they had the black guy?
Oh, Clarence Thomas. Yeah, he's the one who took the shot.
They had the black guy up there. See? See? Even he doesn't want to do it. Dave's not here. Yeah, that's what they got Clarence on there for in the beginning, you know, for that. Okay, Clarence, your shot.
Because they knew that someday they'd have to put his picture next to the "No, you can't smoke weed" story.
Anyway, it's probably Robert Blake probably started all of it.
No, I was going to ask you that. As a matter of fact,
I know Robert.
You must know Robert.
Yeah, I know him from the gym. I used to work out at the same gym that he worked out at.
Honest to God.
He called you for his bail, didn't he?
No. Thank God he never knew.
So
he's not even charged yet. Is he charged?
No.
Oh, he'll do a OJ on them.
So
he's
going to take off?
Oh, no. He'll get off.
Get off.
He'll hire, Barry Sheck and the boys, and they'll prove that the girl probably ran into the bullet.
He was telling us he knew OJ.
I know OJ. Yeah.
Really?
I know OJ. It's not I knew him. I know him.
He's still around? He living in where, Florida now?
Yeah, I guess he's in Florida. But, right after the murder, he moved up where I live, and he used to drive by my house every day, and it was kind of weird because it would look like he was stalking our house. Because he'd give that look, that, she's a blonde. Come back and get her.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. So you get along with all these murderers. That's good.
Yeah, I know them all.
It's probably a good thing to get along with murderers.
Yeah, well, when you're in L.A., it's best to get along with those guys. You don't want to, piss them off.
So I'm not saying that he did it. My only question to you is, did it surprise you to hear that a murder happened around Robert Blake?
No. He's those guys, they can't, they get into those roles, That's why I'm a little worried about Cheech. He's on Nash Bridges, He might snap at any time.
Yeah, I will never forget the look on his face, and I'm sure you'll remember this, but he was, I don't remember which movie it was from, but he had written a song about Mexican Americans.
Yeah.
And he played it.
Yeah.
And then you said, yeah, well, I wrote one too. The look on his face. When you said, and if you'd
Beaners.
Yeah, the whole song was Beaners.
Yeah. Well, people wonder why we broke up.
The look on his face when you started singing Beaners.
And he goes, Beaners.
Earlier you met Tuttle, too. You were in Studio E with Tuttle.
Uh-huh.
Now, what did you think of him? Did he laugh for
Tuttle.
you?
Oh, Tuttle's a cool guy.
This is Tuttle's laugh.
Can he hear us?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his Tuttle laughing.
He's high.
When you guys were talking about gay people, he was a little embarrassed.
So he did come on to you then, huh? So you picked up on that.
No.
Turbo rectum.
No. Tuttle looks like the kind of guy, that they trade around.
Okay, you can have Tuttle.
I'm through with him.
You can have Tuttle.
You can have Tuttle.
Take him. I'm finished.
Tuttle, how you handling that? Oh, he's laughing. That's good.
There are a lot of gay people in this town, though.
Oh, lots of gay people in this town. Absolutely. As a matter of fact,
they all look like Prince too.
The Minnesota Twins baseball team is having
they're gay?
Gay Pride Night.
The team's gay?
Well, I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, are they going to have a parade and all that?
I think so.
Oh, I love those parades, man.
So, they actually put a float, even though we're not in it. But our call letters, KQRS, K-Queers.
You guys don't ride the float?
No, we don't ride the float.
You should.
Well, they don't invite us.
Oh, they don't? I was in a gay parade once.
You were?
In Paris. I didn't mean to. It was just that I couldn't get home, And they had this gay parade going, so I just pulled my car into it. And I rode along, and I almost ran over one guy, and he got a little mad. He smacked me with his purse. I was driving along. It was a convertible, so I was waving at everybody. And, hey, how are you doing? Got to where I had to turned off. See you later.
What's the worst audience you've ever played to?
The worst audience?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't with my wife. It's with Cheech. We worked.
It was a bunch of beaners.
No, we worked at a Scientology club.
That's a bad idea.
It was a room. We didn't know where we were. Cheech. We did 2 shows, and after the first show was weird because they were just staring at us. They weren't really laughing. Just kind of staring and waiting for us to shut up so they could stare at us. And so then Cheech went into the bathroom and he comes out. He goes, "Man, this is a Scientology place." I said, "How do you know?" He says, "The graffiti."
The graffiti?
Yeah, the graffiti in the bathroom. It wasn't, here I sit brokenhearted. It was more like I was thrown into the maelstrom of the universe.
That's the graffiti.
Is that when you were just getting going with them, or when you guys were really hot?
No. This is way in the early in our career.
That's fantastic.
It was funny.
How did you guys come together?
I met Cheech in Canada. I'm Canadian. I'm from Vancouver, and I was up there. I met Cheech during the Vietnam War. He was up there. He belonged. No, he belonged to this. No, there was a secret army up there. That came up there just in case the Viet Cong attack from Alaska.
Absolutely.
That makes to protect that border.
Yeah, and it was a secret, mostly minorities too. The Mexican population, boy, did it increase in Canada.
Tommy Chong, it's always a pleasure to see you, sir, and an honor to have you in the studio.
Oh, thank you for having me on.
Hell of a job. Thank you, sir.
There are recording artists, and then there are recording artists who come along once every generation or so. Tom Kelly is one such artist. There's nobody hotter right now. His team is on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he's on the cover of his own album. TK sings the best of the Beatles. If you love the Beatles, you'll love TK singing their biggest hits.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. It's been a hard day's night. How lovely Rita, meet her maid. Nothing can come between us. Oh, bloody, oh, blada, life goes on, brah. He loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. I am the walrus, cuckoo, gatube. We all drown in a Russian submarine. Haul, haul, haul. I threw you a curve there, didn't I? Haul, haul. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room. Hello me do.
And a special bonus track, TK and Kirby Puckett singing Ebony and Ivory.
We all know that people are the same wherever you go.
We learn to live, man. We learn to give each other, man, what we need to survive, man. Ebony and Ivory, man. Live together, man, in perfect harmony. Keyboard, oh Lord, why don't we, man?
My God, I am bored. After you've been the leader of the free world, it sucks to retire. No one kissing your ass. No one sucking your... Hello? What can I do you for? Damn, another hang-up. Bet you it's that prick George W. He loves to torture me. Let's see, what can I do now? What the hell? If Schwarzenegger can make prank calls, so can I.
Hello, Famous Ray's Pizza.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can?
Oh, Christ, it's that pain-in-the-ass Clinton again. No, like I told you 80 f***ing times before, this is a pizzeria, not a f***ing tobacco store. Now stop bothering me, you jagoff.
Jeez, he's getting touchier by the day. Let's see what's on the radio. Take me by the gland, pretty mama. Hello?
Hello, we're calling from the Washington Post today to offer you a special introductory price.
The Post? Christ, you guys are more liberal than that chicken Wellstone.
Sorry to have bothered you, sir.
No, don't hang up. I like the fact that you're so liberal. The problem is I already subscribe.
Well then, sir, I'll let you go.
No, wait. Well, the truth is, this is former President Bill Clinton.
I thought that was you. God, whatever happened to you? You just kind of disappeared.
Don't I know it? You think you could talk to me for a while?
Sir, I'd love to, but I've got a job to do. Sorry, I gotta go.
I'm so lonely. What the heck?
Hello, Famous Ray's Pizza.
Is this Gelfand on line 10? Oh, it is him?
I think so, isn't it?
Hold on a second. Mike, is this you?
Yes.
Oh, it is you. Good.
Yep.
For some reason, somebody didn't tell me you were on the phone. I just saw it blinking. Oh, there's Tuttle. Oh, Tuttle did. I'm sorry. I didn't see it, Tuttle.
Oh, he's mad.
He's having a fit now. He's yelling at me.
Well, you know why?
Why?
You know why Tuttle's so pissed off today?
Why?
He's jealous.
Sure he
is. Because you got the big wiener.
He heard that I'm going to spend the whole day riding a 27-foot wiener.
It is 20 and 11 feet tall, by the way, Mike.
I got Allison with me. She gets to ride the Wienermobile all the time.
Really?
And Mike Wagner and Mike. I tell you what we did. We kind of kidnapped Mike Wagner. He was headed into the Zumbro Cafe for a little vegetarian breakfast. But you'd rather see the Wienermobile, right?
Absolutely.
Now, are you a big fan of wieners?
They're my favorite.
I think he's lying, Tom. I should point out Mike is on his bicycle. He stopped by for some oatmeal, and you're not going to have any meat in that, are you?
No.
And
you don't get sprout-eating, motherfucker.
And then he's headed over to the Calhoun Beach Club where he works.
Oh, okay.
So I would say Mike is probably the prototypical resident of the Linden Hills neighborhood.
Linden Hills, yeah.
But I'm a Republican.
But he's a Republican.
Don't hold that against him,
that's
Mike.
That's the end of this interview.
Are you a little lonesome in this neighborhood?
Very.
The Wienermobile's going to run him down now.
Good for you!
Man, Republican killed by Wienermobile.
What a disgraceful way to go, huh?
Would not be good.
Oh, Allison, can I get an Oscar Mayer wiener in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
Well, we don't have any food. It's not a weenie bago. But we do have lots of great wiener whistles.
Oh, I used to have a wiener whistle.
Did you blow the wiener whistle a lot?
All the time. I used to blow my wiener whistle all the time.
See, Allison, we have every time you give us one of those bad puns, we'll come right back with a somewhat lewd pun.
Have a lewd pun. I think this is a great precedent to set because just if you're going to use puns on the KQ Morning Show, you're going to get a lewd pun shot right back at you.
That's what I'm trying to convey.
Absolutely, you are.
But you know, these Oscar Mayer wiener kids, they're fresh faces right out of college.
Really?
I don't think they're really understanding just how deep into this thing they are.
Do you think you can get Allison to blow the wiener whistle?
I'll certainly I'll give you a report.
I want to hear it.
You want me to suck on it?
No, blow it.
Do you have one of those wiener whistles on you here? Oh, we got to go in the truck. But I'll get her to blow the wiener whistle at the next time I talk to you. And
I'm very serious. I had a wiener whistle when I was a kid, and I loved my wiener whistle.
See, I had a guy stop me, ran up to me, he was waiting for the bus, and he said, I've been waiting 50 years for the wiener whistle. I got to have it.
No, Mike, is this not true? I don't know if you heard me earlier, but it's absolutely a fact. From the age of 3 to 103, I don't care what your ethnicity, what your race, what your creed, what your religion would be. If a boy or a man spots the Wienermobile, they get excited.
Well, of course. The Wienermobile is just, I think I'm watching the people coming down the street here, and Mike, you were excited to see the wiener.
Very excited.
See?
You've seen the Wienermobile, haven't you, Tom?
Mike, I'm telling you, this is how this all started. I was coming out of the Arby's on 90th and Lyndale, and I happened to be pulling out just as the Wienermobile drove by, and I swear to God, it's just like this. I'm like, oh, it's the Wienermobile! I got like all excited. It's like sad.
It's too bad. I may not have picked the right neighborhood here because people are awfully cool here.
That's nice of you to bring a huge hot dog into the Linden Hills neighborhood.
Have you seen my wiener?
There's a big crowd gathering at Dunn Brothers Coffee across the street, but they're acting somewhat diffident, I think.
Stretch, that's what you could do. Just go up to people and ask them if they've seen your wiener.
Well, that's asking a lot.
Come on.
You got to have better than 20/20 for that one.
Take one for the team. How many miles per gallon does that thing get?
What kind of mileage you get, Allison?
We get about 10 to 15 miles per gallon, and the Wienermobile really hauls buns.
Yeah. If you keep, I'm warning you with that pun stuff, Allison.
Oh, listen, by the end of the day, she won't be using those puns.
She has to say it.
Yeah, they teach her that. These kids, I mean, this is an elite job. How much, Allison, how much do you make for doing this?
We get paid in hot dogs.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, Tom, it's going to be a long morning.
She's sweet.
Hey, me and Bryce.
Is she cute?
Of course.
Me and Bryce want to ask the key question.
What's that?
Is she wearing pants or dress?
Allison is wearing a pair of Oscar Mayer Wienermobile shorts.
Watch out, Stretch. Don't let that wiener get loose.
She has a wiener T-shirt with all the words of the famous Oscar Mayer jingle. Philip, you know the jingle, don't you?
Don't drop your telephone. She'll have to bend over and get it.
Well, I guess that makes our naughty parts tingle.
Just for Philip, we've got a version of the song for Philip.
The Oscar Mayer hot dog theme in rap form.
Oh, no, this is even better, Tom. This is a religious. Let's hear it, Philip. Say amen.
That's amen, not amen.
I hear you, amen.
Do I hear amen?
You're in the Wienermobile right now.
Yeah, well, just standing right outside. What we did is we went over to Lake Calhoun, and we're in the big parking lot there. Philip would know this area because it's kind of known as Brother Beach.
Thomas Beach. Brother Beach.
I just getting ready to ask you, had any sisters approached the Wienermobile?
Oh, well, not yet. But we are getting a very diverse audience. Kathy, your voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, the switch hitter, if you recall, I'm looking for a woman.
Oh, Kathy, absolutely.
So did you find the wiener attractive?
The wiener is enormous.
Mike, I have to tell you, I'm very, very jealous that you got to ride in the Wienermobile.
Well, we're excited to be on KQ. We want Terry Train.
Well, Terry Train wants the wiener, so you're in luck.
Why aren't you guys at work?
Get in line. We're looking at the big wiener.
Yeah.
Oh, we can hear the jingle. Hear the jingle?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Honk the horn. Everybody wants you to honk the horn in the Wienermobile, Mike.
Honk the horn, guys. They're saying honk the horn. No, with that thing, yeah. Good. That was a close call, Tom. These people will do anything to please the media.
Great job, Mike.
Thanks.
Thank everybody at Oscar Mayer, Allison, and whatever the other guy's name. Josh. Thanks a lot.
Josh and Allison did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
Take it easy. Mike Gelfand, live from the Wienermobile. That's all I know.
It's time now to join Minnesota's favorite family, the Olsons, for some Christmas shopping.
We ain't never been to that mall. Let's head down there.
Okay then, everyone, let's load up the wagon. She's a long drive from Cloquet down there to that Mall of America.
Oh, goodness, Orville, we ain't in Minnesota no more.
Why, whatever do you mean?
We ain't seen none of our kind since we was at the filling station back in Cloquet.
Oh, all right then. We better get some directions. Yeah, say, excuse me there, janitor feller. Which way to the 5 and dime?
Janitor? Who the you calling janitor, Cracker? Hey, who's that fine little hoe with you?
Why, that's our granddaughter, Heidi.
Say, are you Chris Carter?
Well, yeah, hell yeah. It's me, Chris Carter. I bet you heard of Randy Moss and Robert Smith, too. Huh? Heidi ho.
Oh, yeah.
Say, sweet thing, how'd you like to make some money today?
Oh, yeah, I like money.
Why don't you come meet Randy and Robert? We'll turn that fine ass of yours into a money-making machine.
Why? That's awfully nice of ya.
Yeah, okay then. You go with those nice boys and we'll go find Grandma a new shawl.
They must be having some chow mein supper here. Look at that little one. He's got a knife.
Asia. That's near the Orientals, ain't it?
Hey, amigo, hold on. Today only, we got a special valet parking deal. You just give me your keys and I'll go get your car for you.
Why, that'd be awfully nice of you, too, then. Yeah, we're parked over there in the Carver County lot. You can't miss her. She's a beauty. She's blue Oldsmobile wagon with the NOOFTA sticker on her. Careful now.
Boy, it's sure true what they say about Minnesota nice.
Join the Olsons next week when, among other things, they head to Camp Shoot Me.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you, and thank you especially, Mommy. I never thought I'd reach the ripe old age of 19.
That's 90, dear. 90.
Well, don't be ridiculous, Mommy. Nobody gets that old.
Why don't you open your gifts, dear?
Well, okay. Well, look here. It's what I've always wanted. A musket.
Well, no, dear. That's actually a cane to help you with your broken hip.
Well, good God. 78's for my Victrola.
Close, dearest. Those are actually CDs.
And a spinning wheel.
No, Ronnie. It's a...
Help me, Mommy. All of this physical activity has made me dizzy.
Hold on, Ronnie.
Mommy, tell these bastards to go home.
They can hear you, Turtle Dove.
Sorry. Say, let's all have a piece of my birthday cake. It's my favorite, aluminum.
That's chocolate, dear.
Happy birthday to you.
On time, Mr. Foxworthy. I'm very impressed.
He called.
How about that?
How are you today,
On
sir?
time.
You call on the right day and everything.
Well, I've already taken 6 little girls to school, so...
Yeah, you told... Matter of fact, we were talking to you about, I guess, maybe 3-4 months ago,
Right.
and you take your daughters to school every day.
My brothers and my neighbors, the estrogen wagon, so I've had my dose this morning.
How was it today?
And you know what? It was actually pretty good today. Nobody cried, which is a nice thing.
Did they burst into tears a little bit?
Well, it's girls, man. You know, and I mean that's my side of the family. My mom's got 9 grandchildren, and they're all girls, and that's what I've learned. Girls can be a little more emotional than boys. Half my life, all I'm trying to do is figure out what people are crying about. I'm like, honey, calm down. Tell me what happened. I came in and I was gonna go upstairs and play with them, but they locked the door and they called me a stupid head and they said I couldn't be in their club and I was looking for you and I'm like, honey, calm down. You're gonna scare the children. Now just tell me what happened.
See? You got the missus bursting into tears.
Now, you enjoyed time with the in-laws, right?
Well, you know, we just had to go down there to my in-laws. They live in New Orleans. It's just this age gap. You know, they're on up there. They're in their golden years, and so our lifestyles are just so different. And because I'm out late at night, you know, I do stand up and things. It's all these people can do to stay awake through the Wheel of Fortune. You know, you're at their house, you're watching ER, you feel like a hellraiser. It's 10 o'clock, we're still up, we're crazy! But because they go to bed so early, of course they get up. My father-in-law has nothing to do in his life. He gets out of bed 4:45 every morning, goes straight to the den and starts watching the Discovery Channel at a volume normally reserved for movie theater sound commercials. You know, so you're visiting them, you're lying in bed, the sun hadn't even thought about coming up. All of a sudden you hear, like other predators of the plains, the jackal subdues its victim by clamping his neck and slowly squeezing the life from his body. You're lying in the bed thinking, you know what, that ain't a bad idea. and you know, and the other problem, and everybody's got older relatives. They keep the house a little warm.
Yeah, oh, no question.
Their house is roughly the temperature of the bottom of the space shuttle when it's about 5 feet off the ground, and they walk around in sweaters. You know, is anybody else cold? Is it just me? Is anybody else cold? I'm naked on the tile bathroom floor, gasping for air. I remember when I was in the 5th grade and the firemen visited our school, they told us that's where the last oxygen would be, right there next to the floor. I'm in the bathroom so long my mother-in-law starts beating on the door. Do you need a correctol? You eat too much cheese.
Well, it sounds like you get along with them anyway.
It's material.
Yeah, it sounds like they're pretty good material. Tell me about Big Funny.
You know what? It just came out last week. I didn't know that if I wanted to do another record, and I started talking to these guys from DreamWorks, and just I had a lot of things in my life just kind of fall into place, and was just some great material. Some of it, you go looking for, and some of it God just hands you. In fact, one of my favorite stories on there is I was doing a charity thing here in Atlanta, and a couple comes up to me, and the guy says, he said, I bet you've heard every redneck thing that's ever been. And I thought, well, I've heard a lot of them, but maybe not all of them. And he said, my wife and I decided if we ever had a chance to meet you that we just had to tell you about the time we were down at her family's house. And while we were there, her brother got his nipple bitten off by a beaver. I said, you have my attention. Because that's kind of a hard story to walk away from. You're almost required by law to say, how did that happen? And I guess the brother and his buddy were driving down the road, and a beaver ran across the street, and they hit it with a truck, and then they decided they wanted to find it because they were going to take it to the taxidermist. And the guy said his brother-in-law climbed down in the ditch. He picked up the beaver by the tail, held it up over his head, and he said, look at it. It ain't cut up or bloody or nothing. And apparently nothing is the word that brings a beaver back to consciousness. And at that point, the animal lurched out and bit his nipple off.
Right off his body.
Off.
No, what is that?
Off. You can't stand still and listen to that.
There's some bleeding there.
And think if he had shorter arms, we'd have an entirely different story here.
That's true. You're absolutely right about
we've moved into tragedy.
Now, what does that have to do with being a redneck, though?
You know what? I don't know. I guess if you climb down in a ditch to find a beaver to take it to the taxidermist. All I could think about was at the hospital that night, the doctor walking in and picking up the clipboard and going, what's wrong with the guy in room 3? He got his nipple bitten off by a beaver. I don't have time for jokes. What's wrong with the guy in room 3?
We just got a call from a listener, and you can verify this. You have sold 12 million records?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
My God.
But when I first got approached on the first album about doing a comedy record, I thought nobody bought comedy records, and I was like, I don't know if we're wasting our time here. How many do you think we'll sell? And they said, you know what, if we sell 100,000 of them, we'll all be throwing confetti.
Right.
That first record, and the highest-selling comedy record ever in history before then was 2 million copies. That first record has sold 4 million copies.
4 million. Your kids dance around the house laughing at NSYNC.
Yeah.
My dad sold 12 million records.
My kids are real unimpressed by the whole thing. We would sit there flipping the TV channels. If it comes to Dad, my kids are like, keep going, keep going.
We should point out, by the way, that last time you were on the show, Jeff Foxworthy pointed out, had a very successful TV show, but you decided that being away from your family and being away from your kids was not worth it, so you moved from Los Angeles back to Atlanta, gave up the TV career, just so you could spend time with your family and drive them to school every day.
You know what? I haven't regretted it for a second. And my TV kids are doing great. Haley Joel Osment was in The Sixth Sense and nominated for an Oscar, and the other kid, Jonathan Lipnicki, was in Jerry Maguire, and now Stuart Little. So I get to keep up with all those people. But yeah, we were not unhappy when they canceled the TV show. Our family, it looked like the opening credits to the Beverly Hillbillies in reverse. And we loaded up the truck and moved back.
Last time we talked to you, you're a huge NASCAR fan.
Yeah.
No, but is that just required as a Southerner? You have to be a NASCAR fan?
They wouldn't let us back into Georgia until we could, Southerners say the alphabet. It's like 1, Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, 4, Terry Labonte. So we had to go through that to get back in.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Jeff Foxworthy, great having you on the show again. 12 million records. I hope this new one, Big Funny, sells another 12 million copies.
You know what? This is the first one I've ever listened to. I never listened to any of the other ones, and the guys from DreamWorks liked it so much they sent it to me. They said, sit down and listen to this, and I'm happy with it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You're a nice man, and it's a pleasure to have you on. Every time we talk to you, you make us laugh like mad.
Well, thanks. Great talking to you again.
Thank you, sir.
And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Apparently, I need to put you on hold. They need some information from you, if that's okay.
Okay.
Hold on just 1 second. Jeff's on line 4.
He does.
Foxworthy.
You ain't never hunted till you've hunted Easter eggs. Hey Woodley, it's time once again for the annual Children's Easter egg hunt at the governor's mansion. And you know what? Not one governor's ever won.
What do you mean by one?
You know, not one governor ever has found more Easter eggs than the kids.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the point, Governor.
Yeah, well, not no more. The point this year is I'm gonna kick their ass. I'm finding more eggs than any brat.
Jesse, do you know what Easter is all about? Do you have any clue about that then?
Christ, I don't know.
It's about rebirth, new beginnings.
That, this year's about me kicking ass. Here's the deal. What's the average height of the kids that are coming?
Oh, I don't know. Probably about 4'6".
Great. Hide most of the eggs above 6 feet. That way I can reach them and the rest of the children can't.
You want me to rig the Easter egg hunt. Is that what you're thinking?
You got it, Limp Dick. Everyone will revive me.
Yeah, that's revere me.
Not you, me. Remember, it's always about me.
Later that day.
Man, this sucks. We can't find a single egg. Governor Itis hid them all over our heads.
Don't be such babies. Face it, I'm kicking your ass.
Kissing my ass?
I said kicking.
Kissing?
No, you kiss ass.
No, you.
You. Wait a minute, brat. I just seen another egg hid in the chandelier. Out of the way.
What a sucky governor. At least Governor Rollvag served cocktails. This is the worst Easter egg hunt ever.
Yes, Mr. President.
Get me my daughter Jenna on the line. Call her cell phone number.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
I'm gonna give it to that girl. I can't believe she would embarrass me like that. Getting a ticket for underage drinking? That inconsiderate little bitch takes after her mother. Yeah.
Your daughter's on line 1, Mr. President.
Jenna, you there?
Who the is this?
It's your daddy, girl.
Daddy! How the hell are you, Daddy? Hey, Daddy! Who'd you bomb today? Hope you leave those Chinese alone. They love their food.
Jenna, we need to talk about your excessivity of drinking.
Drinking? I don't drink, Daddy. Who told you I'm drinking? I'll go kick their ass, lying bastards.
Jenna, where are you?
Where am I? I'm at study hall. Yeah, that's it. I'm at study hall. Hey, you guys, save the word for me. Tequila.
Jenna, damn it, I have told you like 11 times not to drink.
Who is this?
It's your daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Jenna, you have got to stop drinking. It is embarrassing to me to have you ticketed for underage drinking.
It wasn't me, Daddy. You got some bad 411, Daddy.
Don't you lie to me. I know you were drinking.
Okay. I ain't saying I was drinking, but if I was, what's the big deal, Daddy? You drank when you were young. I know, because I saw it in all the papers.
Yeah, but my father wasn't president of the United States.
He wasn't?
Oh yeah. Well, maybe he was, but that doesn't excuse you.
Hey! I told you guys to say me the word!
Jenna! Jenna! Damn it!
Sounds good to me, stud.
Someone get me the Marines. Jenna, hang on, honey. We're coming to get you. Jenna!
I gotta go, Daddy. Love ya. Kiss. Now where the hell is that beer bomb?
Jenna!
Attention mobile homeowners. Are you tired of walking into home improvement stores only to find endless aisles of fancy bath cabinetry and elegant lighting fixtures? Good news, those days are over. Announcing the grand opening of the Mobile Home Depot. Now you can finally have that trailer of your dreams without spending years compiling the kind of junk that turns an ordinary mobile home into your own personal hillbilly heaven.
Oh, look, baby. They carry them big satellite dishes here.
Well, that's just f***ing great. We can tie one end of the f***ing clothesline off to it. Now you go look for a f***ing broken down dryer we can stick in the f***ing front yard. I'm gonna go check out them f***ing designer ashtrays.
See if they have one that looks like a tire, would you?
At the Mobile Home Depot, you'll find all the accessories that scream white trash. Shop for your favorite yard ornaments like transmissions, grocery carts, stoves, discarded furniture, and more. And while you're at the Mobile Home Depot, take the time to talk with one of our trailer consultants. They'll have plenty of ideas.
Okay, I can tell this is your first mobile home. First, a couple of quick ideas. You'll need some tires for your roof, they're in aisle 2. Some blocks for the Camaro right over there. And for that majestic touch, get yourself some weed feed. Spray it around your yard collectibles and you'll get more action than a toilet seat. Am I right? Am I right?
Thanks, man.
You'll also find something for the kids at the Mobile Home Depot. No, not those expensive toys. How about a set of pie pans the kids can sit on and slide down the slope in the hallway? So this weekend, when you're finished discussing the pros and cons of the WCW versus the WWF, head on down to the Mobile Home Depot.
You have some very big fans here at KQRS. I want you to know that we're talking about the fact you're going to come on the show, Frank Caliendo. You do a lot of stuff. I mean, you do humor, you do impressions, you do all kinds of stuff. Now, let me ask you a question, because I did not realize this. I swear to God, Frank, I did not know this. Did you appear with Jimmy Kimmel on TV recently?
Yeah, I was just, I was there
Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, both.
Terry, I swear to God, I did not know this, and I'm not kissing up to your aunt stuff. He does John Madden.
I told you this guy does John Madden better than Harry.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Some people don't like John Madden, and I love John Madden because he makes me feel smart. He does. He'll tell you things in a game. He'll tell you things in a game you don't need to hear. He'll tell you things you already know. John Madden will say things like, if the quarterback, if he throws the ball and the receiver catches it in the end zone, then that's gonna be a touchdown.
Can you do something we may never hear on Sunday? John Madden at the end of the game saying the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl.
The Vikings, when you score more points than the other team, and that's what the Vikings are doing here, is they're scoring more points because the other team's not scoring as many points. And when you score a lot more points, that's a blowout. But you don't worry about a blowout. You're always thinking about a close game, and a close game is better than a not close game. A close game is a couple of points, where a not close game or a blowout is a lot of points, and you lose viewers then, and that's not what you want. What you want is a close game where there's a lot of people watching the game and there's the people playing the game. You always have the same amount of people playing the game, but a different amount of people watching the game. It's all about trying to figure out a balance in the universe, and who's ever thought I'd have said balance in the universe? But when you think about football, the best part about football is really football. And when you get rid of the football in football, there's nothing left of football, because you got to have football to play football.
Well, that and great players.
Great players make great football. And without a great player, you can't have great football. You can have good football with good players, but great football makes great players, and great players are part of great football. And when you got great players playing great football, that's a great football game.
Louis Anderson was in here last week. Louis is a good friend from Minneapolis, or Roseville, actually. He was in here raving about this guy who does a great impression of him. That turns out to be you, too.
You know, I defined a gimmick with him, and he's actually changed a little bit since the way he started at the beginning. He's a little more into doing the Family Feud than he used to be.
Right, he is.
But I play him more like when he originally started, where he kind of looked like he didn't want to be there, and he'd just be looking at things like going, "Okay, 100 people surveyed, top 5 answers around the board. Name something." We're waiting for it. Hey, can we get out of here? I got something else to do,
Well, Louis loves it.
How many impressions do you do?
Legitimately, I would say of current people, probably about 60, and then you can stretch it out to 100. You know, if you start going back and doing like really old, people that nobody cares about anymore.
You do like the whole cast of Seinfeld, don't you?
Newman. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Newman. I think we've lost ourselves. Jerry Garcia's Grateful Dead come up with him stamps. You haven't seen them, have you? Seen them? I licked them. Now I'm seeing little people on my fingers. You in my life. You in everybody's life. In fact, you're the guy who dropped that thing and ruined Jurassic Park. See, the guy who plays Newman is the guy who's in Jurassic Park, and boom, that's where the joke is.
That's brilliant. It's right on the money, though. That's it. See, it's kind of a sad deal, though, Frank, because we realized how you discovered you could do all these voices, probably sitting in the bathroom all alone, huh?
Bathroom is exactly the right place. They had the tub rolling out,
I thought.
What's the deal with water? I mean, come on. Hey, Jerry, did you see the toilet swirl? Press that lever again. That was funny.
See, in Australia, the toilet would swirl the other way, but it swirls this way here, and we're not in Australia. I can tell that because there's no kangaroos here.
Now, Frank, just one more favor, if you could. This is fantastic. One of my favorite actors of all time is Al Pacino, and Terry told me you could do him.
Well, you remember the movie Son of Woman where he says "hooah" after everything?
Sure.
That was pretty much a defining moment in his career because it changed the way he acted for the rest of his life. He became almost like making fun of himself the whole time. But in that movie, he'd say "hoo" after everything, like, I got a dog on my leg, hoo-ah. When I'm hungry, I eat broccoli, hoo-ah. Hoo-ah doesn't mean anything. It's a nonsensical phrase. He might as well have been out there going, na-na, nanny-boo-boo. Because that's what Pacino does. He takes little kid things and turns them into a tough guy phrase no matter what. Somebody comes to say the mom's going to kick your butt, he'd be like, you, sir, are a liar. Liar, liar, your pants are on fire. And he's a great Italian actor, not my favorite. My favorite, of course, is Tony Danza.
Absolutely.
No, that's a joke. Tony Danza's a gangster actor. You think that would ever happen?
No.
Shoot somebody in a politician? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shoot you. This is terrible. Did you ever see a movie? Do you guys hear the preview channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever see a movie with like 2 stars in it you really like, and there's a 3rd star in there? You're like, what the heck is this guy doing there? It's like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Richard Dreyfuss in. Guess who got his butt kicked? Dreyfuss comes in. You, sir, Mr. Pacino, all right, jerk. All right, jerk. I'm a jerk. You're a jerk. Whatever you say bounces off of me, and it sticks like glue to you. Nah, nanny freaking boo-boo.
That's phenomenal.
Coach has got to give us his prediction on the NFC Championship game.
Well, the way when you watch football, the best way to gauge football is by measuring football. And when you measure football by gauging football, you understand that great football is measured higher than not great football. And that's why when the Vikings play, I'm not good with estimating here, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be like 147-15.
147-15. Frank, thank you, sir. It's great having you on.
Thank you. It was wonderful. You guys are great, man.
Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.